My name is Alize Morris, a secured party creditor under the UCC-1 filed in Florida. American National being held in custody in Gulf County. I'm the agent of the said principal.
Who wrote that for you?
I did.
Why do you need to read it if you know what you're talking about?
Just memory.
Okay. Tell me what the 14th Amendment says.
All right, guys. Today we got an absolute heater of a courtroom hearing. A sovereign citizen shows up thinking he's about to outsmart the legal system. But unfortunately for him, he's standing in front of a no-nonsense judge who is not playing along. This judge immediately calls out every bit of nonsense this guy throws at him. Meanwhile, the sovereign citizen is clearly reading from a script he found somewhere online, and it becomes obvious very quickly that he has no idea what he's actually talking about. The judge basically dismantles the entire act piece by piece. Let me know in the comments what you think about this guy. And if you enjoy courtroom content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's jump into it.
Mr. Morris, I know Mr. Hill was representing you in the 23174 case. You're here for an arraignment on the 24 CF49 case. Has your financial circumstances changed?
No, sir.
All right, I'm going to appoint the law officer Henry Mark Sims to represent you in the 24 case.
I go state this to the court.
You raise your right hand and
yes.
Now that Mr. Hill is representing you, you probably want to talk to Mr. Hill before you say anything. We're recording this proceeding, so anything you say may be used against you. But I'm listening to whatever you want me to consider.
I'm not real sure what Mr. Morris is trying to claim in that writing right there. Said he's not a citizen and something about a secured.
My name is Alize Morris, a secured party creditor under the UCC-1 filed in Florida. American National being held in custody in Gulf County, which is not a 14th Amendment citizen of the United States. Not a record. So documentation, which is official records. To state it. I'm the agent of the said principal.
Who wrote that for you?
I did.
Why do you need to read it if you know what you're talking about?
Just memory.
Okay. Tell me what the 14th Amendment says.
That you were considered a slave under the 14th Amendment.
That who's considered a slave? I'm not a slave.
No, the incarcerated person. If you commit a crime.
Okay. Doesn't say if you commit a crime.
I got to say, I absolutely love how this judge handles the situation. Right away, he shuts down the classic. I don't recognize your authority. Nonsense. It basically turns into a full courtroom reality check, and the judge isn't letting a single argument slide. For anyone wondering, the 14th Amendment is what guarantees citizenship and equal protection under the law. In simple terms, it means everyone has to follow the same rules. But sovereign citizens love to argue things like, I'm traveling, not driving. The laws don't apply to me. I don't consent. And somehow they believe that makes traffic laws disappear. Of course, that argument never holds up in court. The judge knows it. We know it. And honestly, I think even some of these sovereign citizens know it deep down. But they keep repeating the same talking points like they all attended the same online crash course in terrible legal advice. It's wild. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just out here paying our speeding tickets like normal people. Imagine thinking you can defeat the entire legal system with a script you printed off the internet. But hey, at least it makes for entertaining court hearings.
Or yeah.
That's not what it reads.
The 14th Amendment really wasn't in the book.
What book?
The book that we had in the back.
What book do you have in the back?
It's a law book.
What law book is it?
Florida statute book. Yes.
So the 14th Amendment isn't in the Florida statutes? That's because it's an amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what the 14th Amendment reads?
The 14th Amendment reads not off on the top. Not off. That's why I've written.
What else do you want me to consider?
That I'm a secure party creditor under the UCC-1.
Tell me what the UCC-1 reads.
I wish I had my documentation in front of me to present it all the way. I wish I had someone here that was supposed to be here so I can have it.
I asked you who wrote that for you. You said you did.
I wrote it. Yes.
So do you know what you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me what the UCC-1 reads.
It's the Uniform Commercial Code filed with the Secretary of State or within the entities under the contract with the Secretary of the State to maintain uniform commercial code records and database of judgment liens maintained by the Secretary of State.
Now tell me what UCC 1 reads.
It's a statement and it's a financial.
You don't know what the UCC 1 reads, do you?
Not on top.
You're not prepared this morning with your sovereign citizen argument? You needed some additional time to prepare?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some additional time to prepare your sovereign citizen argument. When do you want to come back?
I would ask that he's got 2 cases. I know one we've got already got the discovery on that I need to go meet with him at the jail and go over. Being at the jail, I mean, I can find time between now and May 9th to go to the jail and take care of that. All
right, Mr. Morrison, you come back. Usually when sovereign citizens come in the courtroom, at least they can recite from memory a lot of the stuff they travel under. So next time you want to come with your sovereign citizen argument, be prepared, okay? I'll listen to you, but be prepared.
Yes.
But you're not doing justice to your fellow traveling nationals who consider themselves sovereign citizens if you're not prepared to even articulate what the argument is, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you May 9th at 1:30.
Today.
Be prepared next time, all right?
Yes, sir.
It should have a constitution in the back so you can read the 14th Amendment and be able to tell me what it reads. And
what it says right here. What is the state?
We're going to May 9th at 1:30.
Machine into a contract.
That's not a contract. That's giving you notice that you're going to come back.
Just making sure.
You're fine. I'm not going to query you about what a contract is, but we'll talk about whatever you want me to consider next time. Take care.
Honestly, more judges could take notes from this guy. He didn't just shut the sovereign citizen down. He completely exposed how ridiculous the argument was. And he did it while staying calm and professional the whole time. We see it all the time with these cases. Sovereign citizens interrupt the court, refuse to answer questions, and try to derail the hearing with a bunch of made-up legal jargon. But the part people don't always think about is who pays for all this wasted time. That's right, taxpayers. Every minute spent listening to these arguments is time that could be used for real cases. Court clerks, bailiffs, judges, all of it costs money. All because someone decided traffic laws don't apply to them. It's honestly wild. Most people would just pay the fine and move on. But instead, they show up hoping the Constitution is some kind of personal get-out-of-jail-free card. Spoiler alert, it's not. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys thought about this hearing. Was this judge an absolute boss, or do you think he was too harsh? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom content. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.